Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's legal drama just keeps going, even though they called it quits nearly a decade ago in 2016. But here's a twist no one saw coming. They might reunite not in court, but on screen. Hollywood producer Danny Rossner is pulling out all the stops to make it happen, offering them a blank check to star in his film, The Hotel Martinez.
I don't think this is the moment to discuss it, but thank you for asking.
Rossner is no small-time dreamer. With over 150 Hollywood films under his belt, he's on a mission to create what he believes could be an Oscar-worthy masterpiece. The movie centers around Emmanuel Martinez's real-life, decade-long fight to regain control of a legendary hotel in Cannes, France. According to Rossner, Brad and Angelina's undeniable chemistry would elevate the story to cinematic history. He even threw in a powerful mantra to sweeten the deal, saying, "Forgiveness is not for the weak, but for the strong." Ambitious, right?
When you continue to be full of the hate and the anger and the revenge, it doesn't hurt your enemy. Very often, it only destroys your life.
And here's where it gets even more interesting. Rossner is pulling no punches to make this happen. He reportedly offered the former couple a write-your-own-check deal, letting them name their price. With investors already on board, money isn't an issue, and cameras could roll as soon as both stars say yes.
I probably have a strange sense of that I can't, or I shouldn't, or I don't know who I am when I'm not working.
Rossner told The Mirror, "There's no two actors in the world better suited to play the lead roles than Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. By doing this, they will show the world that it's possible to build bridges, put the turbulent past behind them, and demonstrate how it's possible to still work together, all in the name of peace, love, and art." It's certainly an ambitious goal, to say the least. But Rossner seems determined to turn his dream into reality. Timing is also a key part of Rossner's pitch. He's aiming to capitalize on the 20th anniversary of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the iconic movie where Brad and Angelina fell in love on screen and off. He's banking on the idea of bringing their story full circle, this time set against the backdrop of the French Riviera. France, after all, holds a special place in both their lives. They once owned a home there, and their winery, Chateau Miraval, is still at the center of their ongoing legal battles.
You can absolutely madly love the same person you want to kill.
Rossner even made the connection to the setting crystal clear, saying, "They have had a home in the south of France, so they have a great affinity for the area." He believes this shared history, mixed with the film's themes of passion and redemption, makes them uniquely suited for the roles.
This is part of our work, and it's, we're fortunate enough to make films and be creative. And
Rossner went on to praise Brad's charisma and acting range, calling him the Zorba of the Côte d'Azur and predicting a potential Best Actor Oscar for the role. As for Angelina, he said audiences would not be able to look away if she took on this story. Sounds poetic, doesn't it? Or maybe just a crazy recipe for drama. And when it comes to drama, their family situation isn't exactly a picture of harmony, especially with their kids caught in the middle.
And we are a family, and we will always be a family, and we will get through this time and hopefully be a stronger family for it.
Earlier this year, Shiloh turned 18 and filed to have Pitt legally removed from her last name. There's even a video of Zahara introducing herself with her sorority name as Zahara Marley Jolie. And get this, Vivian's name was listed as Vivian Jolie in the play The Outsiders, where she's a producer alongside her mom. Looks like the Jolie name is taking center stage. From what US Weekly says, Brad is devastated by this. One source said, to him, it was more than a name change. It was a symbol of a deeper estrangement that's been brewing for years. How heartbreaking, right?
I mean, we all carry, I think, great pains, great regrets. We've all experienced loss. We've all experienced great loneliness at times.
An insider shared that Brad was blindsided by Shiloh dropping his last name, but he wasn't surprised. He feels that Angie has slowly but surely turned their kids against him. She absolutely influenced their decisions to distance themselves from their dad. Talk about drama. Brad feels like Angelina had a hand in this whole thing.
Turned my own kids against me.
The insider added, Shiloh didn't give her dad a heads up about her decision. He's absolutely heartbroken because he was closest to Shiloh. He thought they were on solid ground.
We all fell in love with the video of Shiloh dancing.
Yeah.
Bro,
I know, me too.
that girl is bad.
Yeah, it brings a tear to the eye.
Here's where it gets really weird. Not too long ago, there were reports that Shiloh wanted to move in with her dad. A source claimed she was planning to move into Brad's mansion in Los Feliz, California soon. Why such a drastic change of heart? And it's not just Shiloh, Zahara, and Vivian. Word on the street is that Brad's relationships with Maddox and Pax are pretty much non-existent. Family drama at its peak. While the other kids have stayed silent on this matter, Pax let off some serious steam in an infamous Instagram post on Father's Day 2020. And this came right on the heels of Brad's Oscar acceptance speech, where he declared his love for his children.
This is for my kids who color everything I do. I adore you.
Pax didn't hold back, calling his dad a world-class asshole. That's certainly one extreme way to air dirty laundry.
What'd you say?
And as if that wasn't enough, Pax continued, "You have no consideration or empathy toward your 4 youngest children who tremble in fear when in your presence. You have made the lives of those closest to me a constant hell. You may tell yourself and the world whatever you want, but the truth will come to light someday." He wrapped up with a bang. So, happy Father's Day, you f***ing awful human being. A source described this rant as unusual, since Pax never says much about his parents on his profile. Guess he had a lot to get off his chest that day. Don't forget what sparked it all. Yeah, that notorious scene on the plane. Back in 2016, there was an incident on a private jet that set off a chain of events leading to the Brangelina divorce. Apparently, Brad was drunk, and there was a heated argument between him and Angelina. Things got messy when their eldest son, Maddox, stepped in, and the argument escalated more than it should have. Jolie, who was married to Pitt for 2 years, filed for divorce days after this alleged physical altercation between Brad and Maddox, who was 15 at the time. Following an FBI investigation into child abuse allegations, Pitt was cleared of all charges. However, the details of what happened on that private plane were later leaked to the press.
We are focusing on the health of our family. And so we will be stronger when we come out of this, because that's what we're determined to do as a family.
Based on the documents, Angelina told investigators that Brad's actions during the flight from France to Los Angeles frightened their children, who were aged between 8 and 15 at the time.
And I guess you go through a certain point of pain or loss, and you either go down or you get back up.
She claimed that Pitt lunged at one of the kids after they called him a prick, and she had to hold him back in a chokehold. Sounds crazy.
Come on.
Please stop.
Do it.
Stop!
Well, it gets even worse. Pitt allegedly told Jolie that one of the children looked like a Columbine kid, referring to the 1999 Columbine High School massacre. Seriously, can you believe this?
Yeah, sorry about that.
But let's rewind a bit. Before all the legal wrangling, Brad and Angelina's romance started with their explosive on-screen chemistry on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith back in 2004. This ignited the love triangle rumors, with Brad initially married to Jennifer Aniston. Who could forget the Team Jen versus Team Angelina hype? Yeah, it was a pop culture storm.
I think it's time people stop with that petty BS and just start celebrating great work.
Fast forward to their whirlwind romance, a rainbow family with 6 kids, and even a lavish wedding at their French estate.
He's like, every 3 months I'll say, honey, I think I should learn how to cook. Don't I?
Yeah. I just humor it, but really, she has no business in the kitchen.
Yet, behind closed doors, things soured. Soon, allegations of abuse surfaced, legal battles ensued, and suddenly it all turned into a battlefield. Is Brad Pitt keeping in touch with all his kids these days? Well, it's a mixed bag. While he's reportedly rebuilt his bond with Knox and Vivian, it seems Pax, Maddox, and Zahara, the adopted trio, aren't currently in contact with him.
Congratulations on Zahara getting on to Spelman. My sister went to Spelman.
Oh, wow.
I think it's a special place to me. Like, she's gonna have such a beautiful time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Reportedly, Brad makes it a priority to spend time with the younger 3, seeing them once or twice a week when he's around. He's all about cherishing those moments.
what do I have to offer that's better than I had to my kids?
As for the others, well, Brad's holding out hope for some future peace.
What makes you guys so strong?
I think 6 kids make you strong.
Well, what do you think? Is Brad truly a terrible dad, or is Angelina steering the kids away from their father? Drop your thoughts below.